All right.
You're on.
Oh, shit. Good thing that wasn't a knife.
I need some zipper silencers for these stupid shorts.
I dropped your silver bottle, Amanda.
It'll be okay.
Yeah, I know. She wants the black one, but she's not doing
No, I didn't figure she would.
it. You didn't make any coffee this morning?
No, because there was half a pot still in there, so I didn't know which one to do.
So what did you drink? Cold coffee?
I brought coffee.
Why didn't you fucking bring this one?
Oh,
So now I have to fucking warm up cold coffee?
it's looking like that.
So it's 9:10, Colin's not at work.
He is AWOL. Actually, he's not.
He forgot his computer and had to go back home.
Yeah, he should
I say we ban his computer from being here. We'll just buy him a computer, but we'll buy him a little like
a netbook.
a little mini one, so he has
A
to
little
fucking.
netbook. That would be funny.
We'll just have fucking company computers from now on. Then he can't sit in there and look at gay porn. We'll put child fucking blockers on
Blockers on it.
everything. He won't be able to pull Facebook up. He won't be able to pull nothing
You
up.
should have seen him in there when he was digging in his bag for his stuff. He pulls his charging cable out and everything. He's like,
So I heard I have the cable, but I don't have the
He was-
computer.
you could fucking almost hear his heart hit the floor when he looked at it. He was fucking wondering. He's like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. Hey, Justin.
Well, if Mallory fucking go through his shit and make sure he's dressed properly and shit, rather than worry about making cupcakes.
See?
You know that motherfucker had a whole cake for us and he didn't bring it to us yesterday?
What?
Yep.
No, I did not know that.
Yep.
Why didn't he bring the cake?
He said it was pretty good too.
Are you gonna be calling or are you gonna be you?
Hey, take the Tito's off. No, this
My
side.
understanding is the
This side,
cake
right?
was made by his mom,
He said it was really good.
and he was so kind that he wanted to share it with us because it was so good.
But he didn't bring it.
The
No,
truth
he
is,
forgot
his
it.
mom made it for us because she likes us better than him.
See, I believe that story. And
I
that's
would-
why he didn't.
Especially after meeting his mom, I would definitely believe that.
Oh,
story.
that's right, because you went to the bridal shower thing,
Yeah.
right?
She's funny.
Is she white?
What did you just say?
Yeah, she's white.
Did you just say I was thinking his mom was white?
Yeah,
His parents are both white.
I know.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Different Strokes thing. Mr. Drummond and Arnold and Willis. And,
What you talking about, Willis?
yeah.
You want to read some emails?
Sure.
Do you know how to read?
We've never heard Justin read aloud.
Yeah.
We can do it. Out loud. It's 2 words, but we just say it as one here in Tennessee.
Aloud. Instead of out loud.
I'll give you a few of these.
Something's burning.
Yeah. It's Lance. He's on fire again.
Damn it, Lance.
Why do you have that?
This is the order I had in my hand.
We're going to
Oh.
cancel it, Max.
Yeah, you better go put it back there before it gets fucking lost. Motherfucker, you know where that's gonna be tonight? Right there.
In Nashville.
Exactly.
Here, start reading some of it.
Alright. Alright, this is from Michael.
More?
Michael Moore. Yeah, let's see here.
Not really.
John, I recently emailed. Yeah, not really, Michael Moore. Recently emailed you a thank you email, which Lance actually read. I was the guy that sent the x-ray of the hole in my skull, fuck collarbone, ribs and arms. Did you hear about how that, did you read his comment about on the video how that happened, or?
Look what you
Kind of
did.
like that. He fell, like Humpty
Well,
Dumpty.
he's gonna talk about it right there.
Okay.
Don't bring me any more shit eggs.
That must have been from somebody else. Okay, of the x-ray, fuck collarbone, ribs and arm. Anyway, in the email, I said I was going to order a belt, so I'm doing what I said I was going to do. Even though at the moment my finances are kind of upside down from the injury, The money I do have, I worked hard for, and I want to spend on a product and company I believe in. I'm wanting to order a 36-inch EDC belt and a combat cock. Problem is, I'm going to go take my concealed carry test at the end of next month, and would like to have the belt before that. The belt for that. So I need to know what color I should order.
This whole thing was an elaborate ruse.
Oh yeah.
He was never injured. It was all a story to get us to ship him a belt faster.
What color I should order that will give me any chance of getting it in time. If I can't get it by then, it's no big deal, but that's what I'm shooting for anyway. So if you can tell me what color is the fastest, and I'll get the order in. Thanks again, man, for everything you do, Michael. By the way, I hated that I watched the video of you telling my story about a head injury. Then the very next video, I watched you wind up with 16 fucking staples in your noggin. That was pretty damn ironic for me to watch. And I hated to see that. But I hope you come out of it okay. And then, let's see, you got, what color do you like best? And it comes back with a black base with coyote secondary is what I would order if time wasn't any issue.
We're gonna give that to the guys in the back and have them take a look and see what we have. See if we can.
Yeah,
ship
I say
that out.
actually I think I saw one of these the other day.
And we're just
Black
gonna send him the
Coyote
belt.
Racing.
We're not gonna let him pay for it. We're just gonna send it to him.
Right on. You want to read the next one?
Say, put that on my computer right now while you're thinking about it. There is shit in there that we don't read. So just kind of like, I have a generic reply that I copy paste. We usually don't read that.
Order numbers 48229, 46822, 48058, and 47399. I know you get tons of emails every day, and I won't waste your time telling you how awesome your gear is. What I will tell you is I spend my extra cash on ammo and your gear. I'm saving up for a modular NSW chest rig and coyote. This will take a while. It took 4 months to scrape enough cash together for my belt. Anyway, I'm a college student at a small community college in South Georgia. And today, as I was getting in my truck after a chemistry lab, an old Marine and fellow student approached me. He asked about my combat cock that rides the dash of my truck. Turns out we both wear EDC
Stop
belts.
leaning against the refrigerator.
No,
When you go to get water, you're gonna get a fucking shot full of carbonation.
I like that thing.
I'll bet he fucking did.
Turns out we both wear EDC belts every day. We stood and talked for almost an hour until it was time for my next class. Because of SOE, I've met more than just this one person, and I just wanted to share this story and to let you all know that your gear is being worn every day by us backwoods Georgia boys in a town about the size of Camden. P.S. Thanks for the videos. I try to watch every day.
That's awesome.
Rip it.
Like this one? This one?
Either way.
The modular NSW rigs, we don't have any. We don't make them often. Really, I think it's one of the coolest rigs we make. It's definitely the most versatile, but we sell a lot more full-size NSW chest rigs, and we're running those right now. We've been shipping multi-cam NSW rigs for the last, I don't know, several weeks.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
And we ran 75, which is the most we've ever run. They're not all completed. They're still trickling out, 4, 5, 6 a day.
I didn't even touch it. It's my body.
It just doesn't.
So, and Coyote, we run very, very few Coyote rigs. You'll typically see the NSW rigs in multicam. So, it'll be tough to get a modular NSW rig. Oh, look who decided to show up. You know what you're
Hey,
getting?
old Colin, meet new Colin.
Come Monday, there'll be no more personal computers.
What?
We're getting you a company computer,
Yep.
so this can't happen.
Just I use a company iPad. What do you use? You bring your own iPad or is yours company?
It's funny. It's ironic
I thought we
because
just were dissing Apple yesterday.
it's ironic. Apple came to the market with much bigger phones, but they have new computers that are smaller. So you'll be able to text on your computer now.
You can.
You can.
Yeah.
Would you like to come over here?
I don't know. Am
What
I
are you
allowed?
wearing today? You got a spike shirt on.
I am wearing a spike shirt. This is the one that says motherfucking on it.
That's a nice watch you have.
I know. It's a gift.
That's not what I was going for. I was more going, yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, you're
Fuck you, Colin.
Way to ruin it.
His is kind of like mine, except his is the better version.
No, it's not.
The Regatta?
That's not better.
Yours was a limited
It's the
one.
same fucking watch. You can't adjust your date. I can't adjust the date on mine. What's your date say?
Oh yeah, you can't remember?
Yeah,
Push thing?
awesome. Where the fuck was that last night when I needed to adjust the date?
Remember though?
Yeah,
That's
you
a
gotta
cool
have a
band
tool.
on there.
If you go to Omega,
Red and
evidently
black band, or
about
black and red band.
about 60% of the stores will look at
Cool.
this watch and go, "Yeah, let me set that for you." And 15 minutes later, you'll see him over there messing with it.
It took the chick an hour to set my fucking date because she had to roll it 24
Yeah.
hours around to get it to move.
And
every day.
then after that happens, some other dude in the store will come up and be like, "Oh, you know, there's this tool that they make for these
which we told them.
these specific watches, and you can just click the numbers, and they'll come up and fix it." So you stood there for an hour while they did that, only to find out it could have been done in about 15 seconds.
Dude, they were panicking when I bought this one. They thought my watch was broken.
Mm-hmm.
Like they were on the phone calling motherfuckers.
So if you accidentally get one over around, you got to go back around the horn and come back to it again.
Yeah, you do.
Like on the channel.
Yeah,
surfing?
but at least it's 31 clicks instead of just to get around one time. You got to go 12 times.
And we have Curtis.
And turning.
Curtis Heidel, I'd like to say thank you. I didn't own any Omegas, and Curtis shot me. I was driving to Green Valley, Green Hills Mall, and he PM'd me on Facebook and said, "Hey, check out this. This is the new one. It looks like you. It's black and red." And he gave me that Omega clock. And that's actually a real Omega clock. It's got the hologram and everything on the back. He gave me that for my birthday a couple of years ago when
I
we
know
were
that's a
putting
sweet
the office together.
That really super looms, doesn't it? It's
Yeah,
really got
dude,
lumen
it
up.
fucking, yeah, it
I bet
looms
it's
enough
really
you
bright.
can walk around in here.
Yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a real one.
Curtis, he insisted that I get an
Last
Omega, and that's how the Omega thing started. That's how you ended up with it.
Yeah. Omega's nice. You do it, reads?
I'm doing
I won't crowd you, Lance. I'll let you read.
Where are you going?
Well, I'm just gonna set this stuff down.
You can go right over here.
I'll be right back.
You're gonna miss some of it. All right. Let's see. Glad to say I just placed my order for a black EDC belt. Order number 50368. I am now saving up to buy the cop rig next. I just want to take time to thank you guys for everything you do. I've been through some shit in my life where I could have called it quits and gave up. When I was 20 years old, I was a victim of a violent crime where I was assaulted with a large rock. The rock was thrown at my face, which knocked me unconscious. Holy shit. While unconscious, I was struck in the face 6 more times with the rock. I knew the guy that had thrown the rock since elementary school and never expected that to happen. I was in the hospital multiple times for my injuries caused by the assault. I had a blown out eye socket.
That sounds more like fucking attempted murder.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a fucking stoning right there.
Yeah, one hit's one thing. After
And
you do
then
it, after you get on top of him and start doing it, that sounds like maybe he wanted to end you.
Yeah.
Multiple cracks in my skull from my eye socket towards the side of my head. Man, I would have fucking killed. Man. Eye socket was detached from the nasal area. My jaw was broken, and I have nerve damage on the right side of my face. I had reconstructive surgery where they put 6 plates, 36 screws, and a piece of plastic mesh to support my eyeball. That shit is not cheap. $115,000 was the cost to try and feel normal again. Unfortunately, over time, the plates may fail, and I might need another
I've
surgery.
seen one box come this
And
week.
it is unknown if I will ever have filling on the right side of my face and teeth. I chose not to give up on life and do the best for myself and my family.
Mr. Jersey.
When I was 23, I was promoted as a security supervisor at one of the largest strip casino properties in Las Vegas for a major company. After working there for 1 year, I was the youngest supervisor that was to ever work at that property. I am now 25 and still a supervisor for security. My older brothers work for the police department, one in patrol and one as a detective. I am planning on following that path to become a police officer so I can be out on the streets with my brothers. I came across your YouTube videos 3 weeks ago, and I watch them every day now when I get home from work in the gym. I have told my co-workers and brothers about your products and YouTube so that they can also place orders. John, I just want to say you're one badass boss. Take no bullshit and let the haters hate. Lance, you motivate me to keep pushing to better myself and to be a better person all around. Pablo, you two are a badass. I have started to push myself more in the gym and eat right. Thank you for everything you guys do. Keep it up and fuck the haters. I don't. Okay, let's see.
I replied to him.
Yep. Wow, man. Thanks for the email. Obviously, the injuries did not kill you because you did not allow them to. Our success and failures often fall solely on ourselves. Keep going, keep pushing, and keep being better. And then he comes back and says, thanks for all you do. I will continue to strive to be successful for your videos. Play a big part of the be successful in your videos. Play a big part of the outlook I have on busting my ass to get where I want to be. It was extremely difficult mentally and physically, but I knew I had to keep moving forward. Hearing the things that you have been through and seeing where you are today shows me even more that hard work pays off. Thank you for taking the time to read and reply to my email. That means a lot. Next time you guys are out in Vegas and happen to be by the Aria, it would be a pleasure to meet you and the SOE family.
We actually will be in Vegas in a few months here, and we will be at the Aria. The Aria is where we like to hang out and eat and do some shopping over there. And we go to the Crystal quite a bit, which is attached to the Aria, so we'll see you soon, probably.
And if the asshole who did that to you happens to be locked up somewhere, I'd like his name and address to send me some powdered soap for the showers.
Yeah, that's a different level of
That's
physical abuse.
Yeah.
Right there.
That's fucked up.
I don't like that kind of stuff because, like, really, like, I don't know, like, I would think that dude was trying to kill him, but, like, that's, like, total disrespect for, like, actual life. Like, that's, every person's got a mother, father, friends, all that kind of stuff. You're talking about ending someone like that. Like,
Right.
that's, I don't know, I'm just really against that. I don't like it whenever I hear stuff like that. That bothers me. But I'm glad that he turned out okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's fine.
Keep on keeping on.
At the time I'm making this email, I'm fresh off work at 0300. I work security. I just finished watching your interview. What?
I'm just excited we have another reader.
You have to get little carpet squares like in kindergarten to sit down.
Sure,
Story
you
time
use
with
the carpet
Justin.
Squares.
At the new building, we're all sitting
They're
there.
hot pink. Amanda's getting some, I think.
I just finished watching your interview with the FX Hummel on how to
You know that
afford.
motherfucker moved to Canada, and I haven't seen Jordan.
I know, man.
Yeah.
Justin, I haven't seen Justin FX Hummel since he moved here. He's here every day, and I have not seen that motherfucker.
He lives here.
He lives in Nashville, but he's in
Oh,
Camden
I thought he
daily.
found a house now. Yeah, I know he teaches all the time. Sorry.
I heard, you can start. I heard, so
You get trumped.
Joey, Heather's Joey, works for TAC Response now.
Joey #1.
And he works out with FX Hummel. And Joey was telling Heather, he's like, the lightest dumbbells they have over there are 75 pounds. And he looks at FX Hummel and he's like, I don't even know what to do with this. And Jordan's like, well, I just do squats with him. I do some sumo squats. Poor Joey's over there and fucking can't. Like 75-pound dumbbells is the smallest fucking dumbbell they got.
The only people who should be using 75s to start with don't look like them. 75 is heavy for one dumbbell.
Yeah.
You can do curls with those. You're a real man. Or a real ox, like you did one.
Spend some more time on the
Sasquatch.
advertising.
Or you'll be fucking broken.
Yeah, you might be broken after one or
Most
two
dudes
sets.
doing curls at 75 should not be fucking curling 75s. Go ahead, you can continue now, guys.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
He picked that up when he was in Budapest.
I was like,
Yeah.
when he bows, yes, sir.
When he was in prison.
Oh, thank you.
Just finished watching an interview with FX Hummel on how to afford nice things, and it made me think of how my hard work and determination has paid off just as yours has. I'm 23, and after spending my high school years in JROTC, I went to enlist into the Marines and go force recon like my uncle and grandfather. But found out I couldn't become an operator or do any combat role because of the Arizona law.
I don't know what that would be.
Yeah, what's the...
I'd like to hear what that was. Maybe you got in trouble or something.
I'm the only male and third oldest out of 9 kids, so with my dreams crushed, I bounced around trying to figure out what I want to do with my life, and after my previous
Yeah,
job
some of these
telling
are
me, after working there for 2 weeks, that myself and everyone else would be laid off on January 1st of this year. A few weeks after being laid off, I got a call back from my current employer telling me that they have a posting for me. And now I have a job I love, and that in 2 years' time will be an open spot for me at the police academy. And now I have my own truck. I'm working on moving back out of my parents' house for the second time. I just reordered my first SOE belt because I lost weight by following your diet and exercise
Dude,
after replacing it the first time.
I hear so much of that.
I'm glad, dude.
Like every day, I've got piles of fucking
Yeah.
emails over there, dude, saying that.
I'm glad to hear every single one
And
of those,
the,
man.
the important thing to keep in mind is this: we didn't lose the weight for you. You guys
No.
lost the weight. We might have been the catalyst, or there was a bunch of other things, and we were the little piece that pushed you off the top of it. But just keep going. Like
Yeah.
you guys,
Your own
you
hard
did
work.
that work. You don't need us to do that. If we fucking disappeared, stop making videos tomorrow, you have the capability, obviously, to continue. So just remember that. You may continue.
Where's your bow?
Yes, sir.
How come you only brought a few cookies and not a bunch of them? You know I only got 2 cookies.
Really? It's because Heather ate them all. Probably.
She's
Are the
eating
cookies
one.
all gone?
Yeah, you ate them all.
No, I didn't.
There was
I'm not.
one
I know
there
you didn't
last
eat
night.
any.
I know,
I know you didn't.
No, I had fucking like 2 or
12
3.
or 13. Yeah.
You had the protein pastries.
I had the right. You had.
The protein pastries.
I have a job I love, and I'm on the path to becoming a cop, and hopefully that will lead to a career with the U.S. Marshals like my grandfather.
Well,
I can without a doubt say this is why the help of you and the SOE crew. With John's, if you want it, work for it and get it. And if anyone stands in your way, tell them to eat a dick style. Lance's tap rack bang. Surround yourself with family and friends. Way of life, and Pablo's always push yourself type of life. I feel I'll have no problem staying strong and reaching my goals. Thanks, John and the SOE crew. P.S. Sorry for my shitty spelling and or punctuation.
Shit.
it's okay because we do it all the
He
time.
hasn't seen mine. He obviously hasn't got any emails from you.
Yep. If you look at Tactical Pablo, a lot of mine say edited because my fiance is the moderator on my page, and she'll go correct all my shit. She's like, Colin, you spell so bad. I'm like, it's not that I can't spell.
I just don't give a shit.
I'm just not trying to spell, and from my phone, oftentimes I'll hit the wrong thing, and I'm like, post.
I'll voice command some shit.
Now that's when you get the
Post it
good ones.
And there'll be crazy shit, and there'll always be somebody on there correcting what I said. But there'll be 10 guys going, "That's odd," because I fucking totally understood.
Yeah, you
what it was he
can
was
you can
saying.
always
Yeah.
figure it out if you've got.
That's a good way. That's a good way to get banned. Like you come on there and just correct my spelling. You're fucking
Canceled,
gone.
refunded. No way! I'm trying to help.
Those dudes don't they don't have orders. Man. It's never a dude with an order doing that shit.
Not under that name.
What you got?
Wow. Lance is a novel.
You got Lance. What's up? Something else?
Well, no, it's just 3. I'm just trying to figure out where to start actually.
Who is this dude?
He's feeling a little overwhelmed.
Yeah, you're gonna have to figure this one out all on your own, buddy.
Sorry I was late this morning, guys.
I think I'm
gonna have one of these cinnamon
I managed to come into work 10 minutes early, only to find out I left my one crucial part of work, my laptop that I ship everything with, at my house. Terrible idea.
What that tells you is that you guys can email Colin 24 hours a day, ask him any questions you want about your orders, because he has his computer at home.
And he can look right on the system from home.
And if while he's watching porn, and you just PM him, it'll pop right up.
And eating our cake. Watching
You and Kate.
Yeah,
Where's our cake?
Where's our cake at?
I literally forgot that too.
Motherfucker.
Where's your
It is-
bikes?
Shut up, Justin. I was gonna bring him, but they're.
Where's your bikes?
Guys, I'm sorry.
You're just gonna
you're
start
not
fucking
sorry.
dummy cording shit to yourself.
I'll bet come time to go to Performance Diesel tomorrow, you don't forget that. I'll bet you remember that motherfucker.
Or to go shooting this weekend.
Ah!
I bet
You
you
really
have
got me. Did you see
I bet
that?
you have everything you need to go shooting this weekend. Don't you? Probably already packed them by the door.
No.
I bet you won't fucking forget anything.
Yeah, what class? Tell everybody about the class.
So, about, I don't know, a couple months ago, I got a call. Our buddy Kent Rush that does Southern Cerakote, awesome Cerakoting job. He is also a
And
gunsmith.
guns high, like fucking builds fucking precision rifles.
Yeah, works alongside with Meredith. They make long-range precision guns, rifles and whatnot. Well, Kent is an active competitor, and at a very, very high level. He shoots the FTR and F-Class now. And,
What is that?
so depending on how you go, like there's Palma FTR, there's tactical long range competitions, but they're all different. The one where he shoots, it's really his is more the meticulous side of like how good can you reload and how consistent can you be, and then how hot rodded out is your rifle, how in spec is everything, how tight are the tolerances, and it's like a drag race basically, because yes, you have to shoot, which takes a ton of precision and everything, but it's a lot of the footwork beforehand that really comes in. How well can you know that rifle and know the math and how to judge the wind? The wind calling is a huge deal. But he was shooting 3/4 MOA groups from 1,000 yards with a 308, which for anyone who shoots 308, that's pretty good. And he has won many competitions. Having said all that, he still seeks out ways to improve himself, and he made friends with Daryl Buell. If you've ever heard of Savage Firearms, you know Daryl Buell shoots a stock-ish Savage Palma rifle or long range rifle. I forget which one it is. It's a Model 12 anyway. You can see it on the website. But he shoots one of those in competitions, but he's won many national competitions and is supposed to be one of the better shooters in the world. Well, he made friends with him.
He is one of the best.
Yeah, and he took a class from him on reloading and long range shooting. After taking it, he was like, man, it would be great if you would teach, if I could get you for a class. So they set up a class that's out here in West Tennessee, and they had, I think, 40 spots open.
Invitation only, too.
Yeah, and so one night, Kent messaged me and said, hey man, I've talked to Daryl, you know, we kind of got to be friends. He's agreed that I'll fill the class and he can come teach it, and he'll do the shooting, and we'll do some reloading stuff too. And I immediately was like, yeah, that'd be awesome. And John's son Cody, I said, man, I know Cody's wanting to get into this, it'll be great for him too. So we're going to go out there and get to shoot with probably some extremely fantastic shooters, and we'll probably learn a lot. If you ever want to get better at something, just go surround yourself with people that are way better than you, and you are going to learn a lot. You just have to go with an open mind.
Unless you're a shitbag, there's always one of those.
Yeah. You can't go in there thinking, well, I've already done this or that.
We see them walk through here sometimes.
But we get to go do that this weekend. We'll be gone Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We'll come back Sunday. But should be awesome. I'll do a lot of videos on it. We'll have a great time out there. We'll learn a lot. And so yeah. But Daryl Buell and Southern Cerakote meshing together for a long-range precision class and reloading. So
you know the old man in the cabin from Shooter?
Yeah.
That's like talking to fucking
Oh yeah.
Kent Rush.
Yeah, it is.
I just want to thank Kent for hooking up my rifle. It was awesome, man. He did a really good job.
Kent's just cool. Kent comes here, asks for fucking nothing. That motherfucker places orders all the time and tries to sneak them by like we're not going to know it's him.
Mm-hmm.
And we refund them and ship them to him. He'll come in here and ship orders. He'll come in here and cut cocks. He'll come in here and box shit. I was chainsawing some wood, and we had some fucking huge fucking pieces of wood. And we were going to roll the splitter over there so we could split them up. And Kent fucking picked that motherfucker up over his shoulder and walked it over to the splitter. Like,
yeah, if you've seen Kent in the videos, he's not a small
he's
boy.
he's a big boy.
Yeah, he's
but,
a big boy.
But he's just solid, man. Just solid human being.
And kudos to Kent. Since we've met him, he's lost like 60
fucking
pounds.
looks hugely different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he doesn't even look like the same person. So, but it just goes to show, good people, and you know, consistency, persistence in work transfers over to tons of different things. It doesn't have to be only one avenue. But
Awesome. All right, you may continue.
Okay. I'm looking back.
What's up with him Thomas holding
Bow.
I've never been to
Did
Budapest.
you see it in the video?
I haven't either.
I don't think he wanted to, but Lance was holding his
Oh,
hand.
you'll fucking bow one way or another.
Lance has a firm
Yeah.
grip.
Bow. He's talking to you.
You know what the piece of bamboo's for. I know you've been to other countries. I'll bet you've even been caned in other countries, haven't you?
You spray painting in Singapore
I
again?
asked for it.
Tagging shit?
You asked for it. I just want to know what it's like. Never mind, I don't want anymore.
I'm good.
All right, dear John.
Uh-oh.
Hey man, I just watched your video yesterday morning. I don't know how I can thank you enough for what you're doing for me, but I very much appreciate it. This means so much to me and has made what seems to be a very shitty weekend at the theater, Furious 7 debut. That kid, 17-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Furious Fast. I like all those Fast and Furious.
Furious 7 debut. All that much better because I have some awesome gear to look forward to. As of now, I'm not going to order the belt because I don't know how much size I don't know which size I'll eventually end up in. I know I said I know I said 44 was my goal, but as of this morning, I'm in 46, with about 50 pounds left to lose still. I know your website says to order the belt, to which pant size you are, and now none of my pants fit. They're all 50 plus. I'm hesitant to go buy new pants because I'm hoping to get more results and get even smaller around my waist. So once I get down to my ideal weight, probably in a couple of months, I'll go clothes shopping to buy the pants that fit me best. When that time comes, I'll order the belt. I don't want to be one of those retards that you guys always shit on in the videos because they're too dumb to read the website and get the correct size. So I'll just save you some sanity and order correctly the first time. Thanks again for everything. P.S. I noticed he was having problems with my city's name, so tell Uncle Lance the pronunciation is like this. Met-er-e. It's a pretty big town, about 10 minutes... Huh?
Nothing, I was saying to myself.
Oh.
Continue. I'm sorry.
About a 10-minute drive from New Orleans. Also, I have family up in Tupelo, Mississippi, which is a 2.5 hour drive to Camden. So if I go up for July 4th, I'll definitely make it to the shop.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are doing okay, and Lance fixes whatever the hell it is he broke. Haha. What the fuck did I break that day?
I think you broke.
I was working on the
Yeah.
plate.
Give it a minute. I'm sure it'll happen again.
Right? And so then he's got another one from yesterday. Says, Dear John, hey man, I'm emailing you to let you know I've lost another 10 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
I'm down to 335 and on my way, and on the way down even more. Man, I really can't thank you guys enough for all the motivation and positive thoughts. Hopefully by July 4th, when I'm up there for your party, I'll be under 300. This has truly been a great experience, and I needed it. Also, since watching your videos with Mr. Sweeney, I've become increasingly more interested in what all he's doing. I'm not informed enough about what he is doing with the supplements and vitamins, but I want to be. The stuff he talked about last week in his video sounds awesome, and I really want to get in touch with him. Hope all is well with the SOE crew, and that the shop is coming along fine. Hope you guys had a good day, and keep up with the good work, brother. P.S. That boomerang video was funny as hell, man. I almost cried when Lance threw it, and it came back and almost hit Pablo. His reaction was damn priceless. I will definitely bring some cool shit from the bayou when I come up there on July 4th. I think I remember you guys saying something about liking skulls. I'll see what I can dig up at my great uncle's camp. Cool.
Bring us some.
I was gonna bring us an Indian.
Bring us some shrunken. Bring us some shrunken heads. Couple things.
Listen, it's human.
Couple things. You're always going to change. If you're waiting to be better, you're never going to buy a belt. Like if you're waiting to be a different size, you're always going to change. And tomorrow you're going to be better than you were today. So get the belt. Get an EDC belt. There's a lot more forgiveness in them. A lot more adjustability. We sell 100 EDC belts to any one other version. For every one of any of the other versions, we sell 100 EDC belts. So if you're 55, 4-inch pants, order a 52. It'll adjust out a little bit. It'll contract a little bit. And when it no longer fits you, you can send that belt in with $25. We'll cut the hardware off and make you a brand new belt. And we'll do that as many times as we need to, within reason. If you're just being an asshole trying to change the color of your belt all the time, eventually we'll tell you to piss off. But if we're literally changing the size or the belt's worn out or something like that, we'll always, for $25, we'll build you another belt. So don't worry about that. As far as not knowing the Sweeney product line, whether it be Sweeney or any other product, I mean, we'd love you to buy Justin shit. We personally use it. I bought and paid for Justin stuff before we ever sold Justin stuff. We used it for months, trying it out and using it. And I still buy Justin stuff and pay money for it for the products we use. But if nothing else, get you a multivitamin, whether it be ours or somebody else's. And the protein. You can always use, those are two base things that you can use today, and you can't hurt yourself with them. You're not going to fuck yourself up, and it'll only make you better. If you get too much protein in your diet, you're just going to shit it out. And raising your protein is going to help you burn, metabolize and burn fat. And you're going to have some good baseline protein coming in your body. That and a multivitamin, you're totally safe, and all it can do is better you. So, anything.
No, that's it. Just get your feet wet with it, man. If you're really trying to get into the nutrition deal, that's the way to go. There's 1,000 different ways to look at it. if you are interested in getting in touch with Justin, it isn't hard to look him up on his website and things like that, and you can get in touch with Justin. And we talked to several people at the NRA show. I've talked to several people
fucking got in
that
contact with him.
yeah, they contacted him directly and got on their own plan. Now I can tell you from using Justin before, he'll be straight up with you whenever you start out. Tell him your goals. Justin will give you everything you need, but you're already doing your own, so this shouldn't be a problem for someone like you. You get everything you need to get you going. He'll give you the roadmap to get wherever you want to be. Whether you get there is all up to you, but he is definitely a solid trainer. If you can ever ask anything of someone, just for the amount of guidance you need, the actual know-how of what you're doing, so that eventually, like Justin doesn't want to train someone, just like whenever I didn't want to train anyone forever. The idea is to teach your client enough and have a client that's receptive enough and has enough fortitude to want to seek it out and learn it and adapt it into their lifestyle where it's part of them after that, and they don't need someone to hold their hand the rest of the time. You learn it, you apply it, and it's yours after that.
What did he tell you the first time he saw you?
The first time I saw Justin, I had done a show, and I met him after the show, and he's like, man, you could be really good, because I saw because of his dude won that show, and I was like, man, I'd like to do, have you as my coach, blah, blah, blah. So I went down and met him, and he's like, well, you're pretty fat, so we got a lot of fat to lose to get you first place, but
Did it?
20 weeks later, I had 3 first place wins in one season, so it works. But yeah, he is straightforward, but man, he's a good dude. Anyone that meets him will tell you that. When it comes to nutrition, there's not a better coach. I don't believe.
He's got a lot behind him too, like a chemical company, and a fucking nutrition company.
Yeah, he's a hustler.
That's not just some shit he started. He has degrees. His father's in that industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're well vested, long history in those industries. He didn't just come up and go, I'm gonna buy some fucking vitamins and put my name on them. Like he literally buys raw components and they put that shit together. It's well beyond what you imagine it
the
is.
top of the line, the expensive stuff.
Yeah.
He created the top shelf because he wanted to be top shelf.
It's like his organ support. He said, it's so expensive, we're not going to make any money on it. I'm just putting it out there because I wanted it. I want people that fucking I train to have it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, there is no profit margin on it. There's not any money. He said, I'll make my money on other things, but I need people using all these other things, to live long enough to buy more of my shit. So we're going to put this product out. That's just how Justin is. That's how he's always been. Are you wearing an Omega too?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
3 Omega. What do you got?
baller.
You better have a fucking Omega.
Zen.
You know what I want?
Zen.
Yeah, I'm gonna get that Luminous.
No, you're not.
Yeah.
No, you're not.
Terrible watch.
I told
You
him.
fucking told me to get a
No,
Luminex.
Victorinox is the
No, he told me to get a
I said
Luminex.
Loomtech.
Yeah,
Luminex.
there's a difference.
Wait, is that what it is or no? It's a Luminex.
You've been looking at Luminox, and I keep telling you.
Yeah, fuck that.
Every time
Yeah,
you-
I thought that was the one.
It's like buying a Volkswagen Beetle and going, I'm going to put this fucking Porsche kit on here because somewhere back in history, Porsche had something to do with Volkswagen.
That would look cool.
Yeah, it looked real awesome.
Scratch that idea. Going back to the.
Our boy,
Casio.
while we're talking about Omega, if you guys are in Nashville, go see Kenny at Omega, the Omega Boutique in Green Hills Mall.
Yeah, Kenny's solid.
Fucking cool dude. Spent hours talking to us, even when he knew we weren't going to buy anything. We have since bought things from him. We've made several purchases there. If you guys need Omega and you're in this area, that's the dude to talk to. If you're ever in the Green Hills Mall and you're not able to buy Omega, you're not in that market yet, or you're never going to be, stop by. Dude's awesome. He'll talk to you.
You might be in the market after he talks to you. Yeah.
And if you go in there, make sure to talk to Kenny. Like, Kenny has spent a lot of time with us, and he's been fucking awesome. Amanda has a lot of different products, and people go, "Why? How'd you get that?" It's because those salespeople take the time to text me when special products come in that are, low limited numbers. Like, she's got a lot of Louis Vuitton stuff. They'll do a runway collection, and they only make 100 pieces of these items. And because the Louis Vuitton lady takes the time to text me or email me, or Jonathan in Phipps Plaza takes the time to send me emails about Louboutin, or Kenny takes the time to send me emails about limited piece runs from Omega, we buy those products because those salesmen, that's how Colin was as a salesman. He's just a good salesman. I'd have never known those products existed, never would have spent the money, and she would never have that shit. So if you're in the market for Omega at all, go by and see Kenny and just tell him he'd get a total kick out of that if he knew that we made this video and we're sending business or traffic to him. So he's a solid dude.
And that's a really good thing for salespeople. Never be afraid to keep contacting your clients. Whether you think they're ballers or whatever, if you can reach out and keep your rapport up and keep letting them know you're thinking about them, it's a huge deal. I'll just tell you.
Robert Baum from Hublot Boutique and Roman Times in Caesar's Palace sends me emails occasionally. He'll just fucking text me out of the blue, not even about watch shit. He'll just text me, hey, did you hear about this? Did you see this? But I got an email from him. Pacquiao's fighting somebody, and there is a Hublot limited edition. I think there's only 12 pieces of this thing made. And he sent me a photo. He said these were never released. They're only coming to Vegas. We have them. They're only being sold to preferred clients. And it's god-awful ugly. It's fucking hideous, Robert. It's got a green hornback alligator strap. Not my style at all, but I'm totally flattered that you would send me that email. I was very fucking stoked to get that email. And that Robert's just a good salesman. When I want to buy Hublot, we fly to Las Vegas to buy it. Occasionally we'll do some business in Atlanta. Somebody sent me an email this morning and said, hey, I was at Phipps Plaza, and I went by and saw the Hublot guys in Atlanta, and they spent 2 hours showing me watches, knowing that I wasn't even going to buy them. They pulled them out, let me try them on, and that's how it was. When I walked in Hublot the first time, I said, I will never own one of these watches. I will never spend that kind of money on a watch. And at the time, I couldn't have if I wanted to. But they spent the time with me and developed that relationship, and we've bought, man, fucking a dozen things from those guys now. So you just never know who's going to become your next client and how that's going to work. Speaking of Robert, I'm not sure what this is. This just showed up in the mail today. The only box I've ever seen with tape like this comes from Hublot generally. And this happens to be from Las Vegas. It actually says RT. It's Roman Times. I don't know what this is. I've got no clue. I didn't know anything was coming. So I forgot that was even sitting there. And the guys in the Omega shop in Phipps Plaza, those guys were awesome too.
I want to know whose that is.
I don't know what this is.
That's a boxing glove.
Oh.
Hey John, here's a gift from us at Hublot Las Vegas. You can take a blow to the head like a pro.
Nice. That's awesome.
That is holy shit, that is cool.
Is it signed by anybody or?
No, it's Hublot. It's
That's
Hublot
so
For your
branded.
staples.
That's funny that they watch the videos enough to stay that current. Oh shit.
That's fucking cool, man.
It's a Hublot boxing glove.
Thank you guys. That is fucking awesome. So, us
I wonder if
talking
they're gonna be
about
using it in the
this,
fight.
us talking about this and this showing up and everything, this is just, it's fucking pure coincidence. Like, when I walked out to take them eggs, I didn't know anything was coming from Hublot. You guys have never, ever seen me in a hat before. Ever. Because I look fucking retarded in a hat. Yesterday when we went out to the farm, I wanted to keep this, all the dust and shit out, so I threw a Hublot hat on. And I happened to be wearing a Hublot hat yesterday in the video. Robert gave us several hats, and generally I'll pass them out to friends and stuff that show interest in those hats, clients, customers that have an interest. A lot of swag that's given to us, especially in multiples, we'll just throw that in a box. A lot of you guys will randomly get stickers and patches and different things. And we gave away several Hublot hats, but I happen to have one, and the first time I ever put a hat on in the last 10 years was yesterday. Then it happened to be a hat Robert gave me, and coincidentally, this glove showed up. This is very cool. It's little shit like that I bought shit from Robert before we ever got any little baubles and shit like this. But this is the cool shit that I'll put in a display case in my office in the new building. And thank you guys from Roman Times. Thank you, Robert. And it's just a trip. Like,
That's funny that we
That's
just
how- yeah,
we
we were
and
just
then about
talking
the
about it.
salesman and contacting the emails and shit, and then
the green Hublot watch is still ugly though. I'm sure you'll sell everyone. If somebody's in the market for a Hublot that's just completely 100% unobtainable, you will never get another chance to own one of them. Contact Robert at Hublot in Las Vegas. They've got them for the fight coming up. It's a very neat piece. It's just not black and red. It's got the kind of alligator green to it. But get in touch with them, and even if you don't need Hublot stuff, if you need tag or one of 1,000 other
Yeah, they
you
carry
know,
a ton of stuff.
high end, mid range, high end. And when I say mid range, I'm talking
Grand enough.
$5,000 to 20 grand. High end being they got $500,000 watches in there. So use that caliber. They don't carry Citizen and stuff like that. But if you're in the market for anything like that, definitely call them. Those guys are fucking great to deal with, and they bend over fucking backwards for you.
That's fucking funny.
Fucking
Take
neat.
a
I
blow
never
to the
realized.
head.
I'd walk away.
Well, you know what I'm wondering too is if these are going to be like because they're sponsoring the fight or whatever.
Yeah,
If these are going to be the
ring
same kind of
girls,
gloves that they're going to have.
They'll probably
the
well they'll
fighters,
probably have
Hilo gloves.
they'll probably have on a different glove,
Yeah.
but it'll be branded just like all the F1 cars are branded Hublot.
You buy
Water
that.
exploration, all your gym
Yeah.
suits, your underwater robotic suits have Hublot. I always thought that'd be cool to have hanging like in a 2-story bay in the shop.
Yeah.
You could have it so you could clean out your jellyfish
Yes,
aquarium with.
that's right.
We need a tank big enough that John can go diving during the day.
Yeah.
All right, cut that shit off so Justin can eat. Thank you guys.